in the city of Flint. It's another great day God has brought forth with great announcements and moving forward. With me today is our city assessor, Stacey Cakes, and also Vice President of City Council, Candace Mashat, to be able to talk about this new program which we are initiating to be able to help and serve residents in this great city. One of the things that's been more concerning and more alarming to residents in this community is about the cost of inflation through our country. And then also, though our property values are going up, which is a great thing, that also brings the property value of our taxes up as well. So we don't want to leave the most vulnerable behind. And so we went to work in trying to perfect a recipe to be able to help these individuals in our community. With the partnership of Candace Mashat, the Vice President of City Council, through some of her ideas and conversations with residents, some of the things that we tossed around is about increasing the level of our new program, which is a homeowner property tax exemption. And this process, it's already been in place for many, many years, but now we have rebranded it and we have renamed it. And the acronym is now HOPE. So we're providing a level of hope for our residents and our families in this great community. With this program, we're going to be able to support these families that's in harm's way of all the inflated costs that is going up in our country. We're talking about 2025 of implementation of a 200% value of the poverty of value across our country to be able to help provide a reduction in costs for taxes for residential structures in the city of Flint. Now, the program is currently up and operational, but that up and operational means that we only provide 150% to that value for the national poverty level in our country. We're going to increase that so we can help and support more families. It is very imperative that we cannot leave any resident behind. No one should be left behind or getting the trappings of inflated costs, inflated taxes, inflated evaluations, but we definitely don't want to lose sight of those individuals that are having challenging times in this community. I want to take the opportunity to thank Vice President of City Council, Candace Mashat, for bringing this forward to talk about ways that we can help provide service for these residents, to provide a level of relief for these residents that's in this category. Now, we're still taking applications currently now. So if anyone finds himself in need right now, we're still taking applications for this current value year at 150%. January 1, 2025, 200% goes into operation at that time. I'm going to give the microphone to Candace Mashat to be able to talk about her vision and saving and helping residents not get caught up in the trappings of inflation.
Thank you, Mayor Neeley. Good afternoon. My name is Candace Mashat. I am the Vice President of the Flint City Council. And let me just say that this was a long time coming. I was appointed about a year ago, and one of the things that was just something that kept coming up is the fact that the 7th Ward, much like the rest of the city of Flint, have a lot of residents that are older and they are on fixed income. And as we move on with the times, a lot of our tax base now is coming from those residents who are on fixed incomes. However, although they're on a fixed income, some of them did not qualify for this 150%, did not qualify for the original percentage, which means that they were left struggling. And so I got with the mayor and talked to him about, what can we legally do? Because, state law and all. So it's like, what can we legally do to help offer some relief to our residents? And of course, our wonderful assessor, who also helped us shape this, came up with something that is going to give residents exactly what this program is called, and that's HOPE. And once again, this is the Homeownership Property Exemption Initiative. And we're just looking to make sure that we are providing residents with relief as we, like he said, as we go through these times of inflation, as we have more residents that are on fixed income, and they are a strong part of our tax base. So I'm really excited to be here today. Like I said, this is something that's been a long time coming, and we're just happy to help offer some relief to residents. Thank you.
So we want residents to know that hope is on the horizon. There's some work to do on our part as far as governance. This resolution will be presented by Vice President Candace Mashat on the August 7th council meeting. This resolution has to be perfected through a vote and a majority by the council members, championed by Candace Mashat and others, to make sure that residents can have the hope on the horizon, to make sure they don't get buried in the high cost of inflation. Now, some of the logistics, and I want to thank also our city assessor, Stacey Cates, for definitely giving us the opportunity and working in the laboratory to be able to find ways so we can provide a level of relief for residents. It's a very complex code, and to be able to get through this complex code, we need great professionals like Stacey Cates here in the city of Flint. And so that asset here in the city of Flint will prove to provide dividends for residents. That means dollars and cents back into their pockets, back into your pockets for the most vulnerable people. We're working very hard each and every day. And Stacey, it's yours.
Well, good afternoon. I am Stacey Cake. I'm the city assessor. And our hardship exemption is something that I've worked with in every unit. And I know in our community, we do have more people that struggle. And our voice thing has always been to help the residents, with whatever we can. We try to give them the best information possible. One of those is the HOPE exemption, where they can save 50% on their taxes. Over the last few years since proposal has been in effect since '95, normal inflation is about 2.2% on average. It has actually been 5% for the last 2 years. So that's the max that we can go. So people really need that additional help to even pay that difference between grocery, gas, and everything else. So I'm very excited to see that we are increasing it to $200 to help more residents.
With that, we'll take questions, but definitely HOPE is a wonderful acronym for what this is, Homeownership Property Exemption, because we want people to understand this provides a level of hope for you and your families, for those individuals that may be challenged right now with the high cost of inflation and other costs in our society. HOPE is here. Questions?
In terms of the number of people, by increasing it to that 200, how many people possibly is that going to affect? You guys have an idea?
No, I do not. Right now, we only get in about 110. So we should at least see that increase by 50 to 100%, I believe. Plus getting the word out about the application itself, because most people are unaware of it and that this help is out there. Unless they come in, no one tells them. So hopefully getting this out a little bit more. We have applications here at Clio Road, and then they can also get them at City Hall. So that increased awareness should hopefully increase us quite a bit.
Is the application not available online, or is it only?
Yes, it's available online too. If they go to the City of Flint website and online services, we actually have a link right on that page so they can go directly to it.
And right now, I was just curious, do you happen to know what that change in income will be in terms of?
No, not at this point. We will not get the federal guidelines until October. But I think right now it's at 14, so that'd take it up to 28 for one person.
And so what has to happen is that we have to be better informed as a society and as a community to know where these benefits are and these elements of hope. People need life rafts to be thrown in if they found themselves, being overtaken by the waves of inflation and cost of everything. These are life rafts that we can actually control a little bit more in our city and our municipality. Once again, the foresight and the vision of Vice President Candace Mashat got us to this position, and this is the type of partnerships in which people can benefit and enjoy the benefits therein when we have a level of partnership between the administrative branch and the legislative branch, working together for greater outcomes for the residents of the city of Flint. So thank you, Vice President Candace Mashat, for bringing this forward, and definitely thank you for putting this forward on your next city council agenda. And we encourage all residents that could benefit or have a friend that could benefit, or a church member or educator, to be able to spread the word about this benefit, and to also encourage their council people on August 7th to support this initiative that supports you and your families in this great community.
One question that I kind of just had, do we know what kind of reductions we may start to see for these families that are new to applying to this program?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Do you know what kind of reductions that families can start to see on their home tax property bills?
The reduction received is 50% of the taxes. Unfortunately, this does not include the garbage pickup nor the street lighting, but it does reduce those taxes by half, which is quite a bit.
So when people hear this, they're going to say, well, how did we not know about these benefits? Because definitely we have to get back into the system of government working for the people And this is something that we have not seen readily when we look at the news. But today is another great day. And I love this acronym that we have designed for this, which is HOPE. Hope is a prerequisite to faith, and we're asking more people to have faith in the local unit of government and working together. We have shown this in our working and our partnerships. This will present itself on the August 7th City Council agenda, and let's see who's working toward a better benefit for residents of this great city. With that, we can do one-on-ones, and thank you, and I love this microphone. It's projecting very well.